My buddy Mike landed a $6,800 pressure washing job using AI, and in this video, I'm going to be breaking down how you can use the same tool to start landing jobs in your sleep. Now, the most beautiful thing about running your business in this way is the fact that it's automated and happens on its own, and by adopting the things that I'm going to show you in this video, it's going to allow you to become a top 1% company in your area because it's going to most guarantee that your competition isn't doing this. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, be sure to hit the thumbs up button and let's go ahead and get into it. Now look, I know that we're getting into a slower season for pressure washing, but if you guys are interested in a side service that makes my buddy Glenn over 6 figures in 3 months, check out the Christmas Lighting Bootcamp. In it, he goes over everything you need to know from equipment, pricing, how to do the job, how to get customers, and a way to package the service so that way it makes it as easy on your business to offer as possible. Now, there is a window on this service, and I would say that now is the best time to go ahead and get into it. So if you're interested, check out the first link in the comment section and the description. So the tool that we're going to be talking about in today's video is Quote IQ, which you guys can check out with the second link in the comment section and the description. And the process for setting up this automation is twofold. Now, the first layer of it is email automation, and I'm actually going to give you 2 emails that you can add into your sequence. The first of which is going to get us the thing that our business needs most, which is return customers. And the second one is going to help us to get the thing that our business needs second most, and that is reviews. Now, my favorite part about email automation is the fact that it's something that you set up once and it pretty much works for you 24/7. Now, within Quote IQ, we have a few different triggers for our email automations to send, and those are when the estimate is created, when an estimate is scheduled, when an estimate is declined, and when an invoice is paid. Now, it's important to have automations for all of these, but for the sake of this video, we're just going to be focusing on emails that are triggered when invoices are paid. And if you guys want me to go into what emails I would recommend for the other ones, please let me know down in the comment section below. So for example, let's say that you serviced your customer, you did a great job, and then what kind of typically happens? The money's collected, you each go your separate ways, and that customer doesn't think about you or hear from you until they're ready to get the service done, probably a year from then. Now, the biggest mistake that we make as service providers is assuming that those customers are just going to remember us and give us a call back, which will happen from time to time, but most likely that customer, whenever they're ready to have the service provided again, they're going to go on Google, they're going to search for it, and they're going to call whatever company pops up. So in order to ensure that we get the lead and what helped my buddy Mike get that $6,800 job that I was talking about in the beginning of the video is having a follow-up email set to go out to the customer 11 months after the service was provided. So the invoice is paid, 11 months later, we are going to have a follow-up hitting this customer. And the point of this email is just to say, hey, it's been a year since we serviced your property, and if you're ready to get on the schedule, you can go ahead and get a quote here, or you can send me a message here. Either way, we're just simply trying to get back out in front of that customer so that way we can go ahead and get them on the schedule again. Now, step 2 to this automation process can also be placed into this email, and I'm going to talk about that here in just a second, but I'm going to tell you guys about the review email first. So these automations can either be emails or text, which is the beautiful part about them. And another really useful automation to have is a text that goes out to the customer after the invoice has been paid and simply says, hey, if you enjoyed your service, we would really appreciate it if you left us a review. And it's kind of a set it and forget it thing, right? Like, what do we always forget? We're always forgetting to ask for the review after the service. I mean, think about how many customers you've serviced and how many reviews you actually have. Typically, there's a large discrepancy between those 2 numbers. And this just allows us to get more reviews, which is one of the biggest deciding factors when a customer's making a purchasing decision or a decision on whether or not to go with our company. So we want more reviews. We should also place in the sequence a trigger after an invoice is paid to send a text message. Could be 30 minutes after, could be a day after. Ideally, it would be as soon after as possible, so that way they don't forget about you, obviously. But it simply says, hey, if you did appreciate the service we provided for you, please leave us a review here. Now, if you want to take your 11-month follow-up email to the next level, and this is what Mike has in place, which essentially allows you to quote and land jobs in your sleep. It's a Quote IQ tool called InstaQuote, and it allows the customer to fill out their information and get a quote based on whatever information they put in. So their property size, things of that nature. So the way that Mike landed that $6,800 job that we were talking about earlier is he had an automation go out, which did it without him even having to think about it. And then the customer filled out the form to get a quote, and Mike saw that the customer came through his Quote IQ InstaQuote form, and then he reached out to that customer, and not only did he get the lady's house, he also got the church that she belongs to as well. I believe she works there, and so he knew that. He called her, asked her how it was, and all of this kind of just allows you to, on autopilot, touch these customers who we basically want to service again. So Automation literally helped him make thousands and thousands of dollars in this case. So if you don't have any automation already set up, be sure to check out Quote IQ with the link in the comment section and description. And the word of the day on this one is going to be sleep, because this stuff literally works in your sleep. It works when you're not thinking about it. It works when you're at the movie theater. It works when you're having dinner with family. It works while you're watching a movie. It works all the time. So word of the day is sleep. If you comment that down below, I'll hashtag you a real one. My name is Justin. This is Forever Self-Employed. And until next time, hustle hard and get that money, baby. Peace.